The other reason I'm running, Governor, not that you ask, but you know,
blowing through the questions. We'll just let you go. We don't have a lot of time, so you go.
thank you. I'm an America First guy,
Yeah.
make America First again guy, and you know we have a guy like that who's a front runner. So why then am I running? Because I feel that there are a handful of issues that our side is not talking enough about, if at all, and the number one domestic problem facing this country, by far, is the epidemic of fatherlessness.
It's question number 3, just so you know.
40% of American kids now enter the world without a father in the home married to the mother. 70% of black kids enter the world, Governor, without a father in the home married to the mother, up from 25% back in 1965. In fact, 25% of white kids now do. And what would happen in 65 is Lyndon Johnson, a Democrat, launched a so-called war on poverty. And since then, in my opinion, we've incentivized women to marry the government and incentivized men to abandon their financial and moral responsibility. And that is not to denigrate the job that single moms and sometimes parents and other extended family members have done to raise these kids, but it makes it a lot harder. And our side does not talk enough about it. When you're raised without a father, you're 5 times more likely to be poor and commit crime, 9 times more likely to drop out of school, and 20 times more likely to end up in jail. And no one's talking about it. Democrats don't talk about it because they caused it. Our side does not talk about it because if you're white, you're accused of being systemically racist, and if you're black, you're accused of being, as I was the LA Times, the black face of white supremacy. The other issue is this lie that America remains systemically racist. It's not just driving nonsense like reparations and race-based preferences and diversity, equity, inclusion. It's getting people killed. It's called the Ferguson effect or the George Floyd effect. Any law enforcement officers here know what I'm talking about. It's the phenomenon of cops pulling back from their proactive policing in city after city in America so that in the last several years, there are thousands of people who are dead or who have been victimized by violent crime who otherwise would not have suffered, Governor, had the police been doing their normal proactive policing. And the people that are suffering from these so-called excess casualties are by and large the black and brown people that people on the left purport to care about. And then there is this, the only word you can use is tragedy, crisis of urban education K through 12, where just to
You're talking my talk here. Here we go.
I know you guys have school choice here, and because of you. Yeah. Just to pick one city, let me pick 2 cities. Baltimore, 13 public high schools, Governor, where 0% of the kids can do math at grade level. 0. Another half a dozen where only 1% can. That's half of all the public high schools in Baltimore where either 0% or only 1% of the kids can do math at grade level. And guess what? They're all located in the inner city. Chicago, 53 government schools, all located in the inner city. 0% of the kids can do math at grade level. Yet the Democrats oppose school choice, even as the party elites, whether it's Barack Obama or Gavin Newsom, former governor of California, I wish, the governor of California, and Joe Biden have their own kids in private schools. It's an absolute tragedy. 85% of black 8th graders nationwide, according to the National Report Card, 85% of black 8th graders, 13-year-old kids, can neither read nor do math at grade level. Half can't even do basic reading, which means a substantial percentage of black kids in America are functionally illiterate, even as we spend more and more money on K through 12. It's not the money.
Yeah. No, it's not the money. It's not the money.
Yeah.